So recently, I've been on Reddit, an unhealthy amount, definitely more than any sane person should be. And I came across this subreddit called Am I Overreacting, or AIO for short. Basically, this is a subreddit where people go and they post texts, stories, videos, pictures, or whatever of other people, friends, significant others, parents, whatever it may be, and they ask the question, "Am I overreacting?" And today, I came across the most disgusting one by far. Am I overreacting? Girlfriend's uncle texting her all sexually. She's a minor. I read this, and honestly, it's so disgusting. And I don't think like like this should just be reported to the police right away, or at least told to an adult, like a responsible adult, a father, a mother, a counselor at school, something. So for context, my 15-year-old girlfriend, female, got a late night text from her uncle, 35 or so, male, asking if she hated him, which was quite random. He took the conversation to his south, started making comments about her appearance. He said she looked amazing, something like he started talking about like we'll go like through this. So apparently, like at the end, she told her mom, and her grandmother were defending him. So so the text are like, "You ever gonna let me see you again before you forget who I am? Just kidding. But how are you doing? How you been doing? Hey girl, you don't hate me, do you?" Now, off the start, nothing weird going on, right? She says, "Heck no." He says, "Promise." I don't know. Seemed like you were upset or something with me the day I seen you. You seen me the other day? And then he says, "I didn't know if I said or did something wrong. No, I wish I did. I always enjoy seeing you. I would have said something to you if I did." And then, bro, you're 35. Stop using this, bro. Please. Like you can't be using these emojis at 35 years old. Like you can use this, but don't use these. That's creepy. So then, like this, it gets worse. By the way, trust me, it gets real worse. But when you went out to blah blah blah's race with me and mom, that's when I mean it's been a while. Just didn't want to bother you. Messaging you is all. No, I wasn't upset at all. She's being innocent little girl. When I wasn't upset at all. I was having fun when we went to the race. She was just a little sick when she was there. That's all. And then here's where it gets, a little creepy. All right, so let's read this. He says, "Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Sorry to say this. Don't think I'm crazy, although I am for letting this out." Now, without even moving on, like an uncle should not be saying this to his niece. It doesn't matter. Like, could you imagine saying stuff like this to your brother's or your sister's child? Like the sister you grew up with in the same household, you're saying this to her child. Like that is disgusting. So he says, "But you looked so amazing that day, not going to lie, miss." He said, "Yo, not gonna lie, you look real good that day." No, you're getting so dang grown, girl, it's insane. I'm gonna throw up, bro. This is so disgusting. Sorry, hope you don't find that weird or anything. Just had to tell you, and I'm a little nervous about you being your age with all these boys or girls. Even they are wild nowadays, and I'm sure you don't care to hear my story. But when I was your age, is when I started messing with girls and actually lost my virginity to an 18-year-old brother. Brother, you do not tell a girl, like a 15-year-old girl, "Hey, like I lost my virginity to like a 15-year-old girl." And I'm not saying I'm not supporting any of that, right? But that is a whole separate conversation. That is not a conversation you have with a 15-year-old girl. That is a conversation you have with your therapist, with your psychologist, with anyone you talk to, not with a 15. For God's sake, leave the children out of your drama. Leave the children out of your traumatic experiences. Okay? Not going to lie, it was amazing. All right, and then he says it was amazing. Come on now, bro. When I was doing it, but it's still kind of. I wish I waited. No, you didn't. You're just saying that to be cool. I'm sorry to be bringing all this stuff into the convo. So he says here, I'm sure you don't care about what you're about to hear. Then he says it. Then he says, I'm sorry that I'm saying this, but I care about you and I just want you to enjoy life and have a good time, but at the same time, be careful, okay? Like, as creepy as it is, like he's saying be careful, blah blah blah, and she kind of liked the message, but it's still weird. It's still weird, and guess what? It gets worse. Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse. Okay. Like she blocked him. You see that she blocked him. Yeah, people these days are crazy. So she's kind of like entertaining the conversation nonchalantly, like she's just being polite, I guess. And then he just, oh my god, look at all of this, bro. What? I didn't even read all of this, but holy crap. Hold on. Hopefully you're not upset or creeped out by any of that stuff, especially since what happened in the past. I don't want to upset you. Uh, Especially since what happened in the past, I don't want to upset you and just want to inform you. Is he talking about him or you're gorgeous and seriously will probably make guys notice something concerning amazing. Ew! That amazing body and how athletic you are. It's a turn. Oh my god. And I think you should wait a while to experience if you haven't done anything yet. Bro, what the you don't talk to a 15-year-old girl like that, dog. It doesn't matter if she's your niece. You don't talk to a 15-year-old girl like that. That is pedo. Pedo actions. Pedo behavior. Okay? There's also a lot of fun stuff like playing around with each other. Like make them work like you on your mouth and your worth. Don't give it up. First one you fall for, make them work for it, and then all of the work such as touching it. Why is he saying that? This guy's unhinged, bro. This guy is completely off the rails. This guy's gone. This guy is gone. He's completely like unhinged. This is like the worst like case of. I'm not gonna say the worst case, but because there's been worse. But this is really really bad. Like this is creep. This is on a whole different level of creepy, bro. Don't let them just tell you or make you think that's is what you need for what. Well, shoot, I'm crazy these days too. Obviously, I'm sorry about probably so inappropriate. I'm sorry. Now I feel bad for even saying half of that wild stuff. Are you serious? And I'm assuming this is her boyfriend. What the like WTF? So inappropriate. He might just be really worried about you hanging out with guys. He had way too many. Oh no, that's her mom. Way too many GFs when he was your age, and he knows how guys are. I'm going to speak with him. Just that's just crazy to even bring up like that. I don't know, dog. This is like okay, I get like he's worried about her, but like there's like he could have been like, be careful. These guys out there are like if you ever want to have that conversation with a young family member, okay, you always if you're not the parent and you're an uncle, an aunt, something, you have the conversation with their parents first and ask for their permission to talk to their kids like that and to have them present, right? And then you don't say that BS that creepy guy just said, that absolute maniac just said. You say it properly. You say, for example, you're like, hey, you know, you're gonna start growing up, and there's a lot of guys that are trying to get to you and try to, play around with you and fool around with you, and probably trick you. So just be careful, be smart, and don't move too fast. That's it. But to be saying stuff like this, what the hell? Like, just touching you or tasting you, let them just sex talk you. No, that's disgusting. You can't be saying this. It doesn't matter what it like. I don't think parents should even use this language. Which I mean that maybe like a whole like a double-edged sword type of thing, but like definitely uncles no, especially like with all of the cases that have been happening, right? So I'm assuming that's her mom, and she just straight out blocked her her mom. Is that her mom? Please call me when you get the chance so we can talk about this. He explained it to me, and I told him he should have not said it so detailed to you. I'll explain that. Like that was extremely detailed. Like, bro, he was like talking about her body and like her aging so well. It's just disgusting behavior, dude. But dude, like this. Oh my god, man. I was disgusted reading this, to be honest, bro. This is so whack. This is crazy. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for tonight. Just a quick video. Like it's hard for me. Focus. All right. It's hard for me to record videos because I work, right? And I come home at like 2 a.m. Yes, I've been off. I've been pushing aside these videos, but I really, really, really want to record games, but it's just hard. Okay. I don't know, like, it's hard to balance it. It's like I come back from work and I just want to relax. Like I work 12-hour shifts, and yes, I have most of the days off of the week, like 3 to 4 days off of the week. But like most of these days, I'm like catching up on errands, doing things I actually do like doing in my life, right? And I do record, but this kind of like video format, like reacting or reading, subreddits or whatever, is kind of easy. I can like mass record and upload a lot of them. Even I'm not doing it, but I'm just being very, very lazy. But trust me, the games are coming. They are coming very soon.